Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Croatia, in which we plan on expanding west. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. As we say from where I come from, we're going west. But this will not be an easy task, which is why we have sent about 50,000 plus 30,000. We've sent 80,000 men to America to fight against these natives to expand New Croatia, and as well as the eventual creation of Croatian Canada. Because any of these lands that are still under the control of the natives there, well, it will soon become Croatian colonies. But there is a few empty spaces there which we could send colonists to there. Even though they're currently are in Africa right now, are these colonists. So it's likely that in due time, when all this is finished, then we will send those two colonists to go there and there. Well, not there because it's wasteland, you see. So apparently there's still a tiny bit of fresh virgin land that has not been taken by the French, or anyone else for that matter. So we are ready for this, and now the real question is, who's going to be the general to lead this? Who's our best? Well, I can tell you this, it ain't any of you. And we know that the Great Prince is currently, running things here. So maybe we should, maybe I should take arms. 3 fire, 3 shock, 3 maneuver, no siege. I guess I'll lead this one, but I'm gonna need another general, even though I would much prefer to... Actually, no, you can go get a general. We need someone better. Much better. 5 fire, 2 shock, 4 maneuver, 1 siege. So there you go. He will be leading this army. It's currently stationed in Manhattan. So you could say if I'm inferior at my way of fighting, then Vladislav here can cover me. And of course, do not worry that the forces of New Croatia will eventually come up and assist to support us. And these guys here are just mainly infantry and artillery reserves to, force multiplier and all that. Meanwhile, also occurred on a previous episode, we have taken the control of Hawaii, now under Croatian company control. That they're currently being cored right now, which will take a long while because it is said that it'll be done in 3 years. It'll be cored in 3 years, so you'll probably want to wait 3 years. So, matter of fact, should drill these 2 armies. Actually, you cannot. Oh well, we'll just be stationed here then. And we'll mobilize when we're ready. Because the overextension that we have is not really adding much to the effect. Not even in the homeland, not even in the newly conquered Hawaiian territories. And since we made it company control, this has fish, naval supplies, livestock, but especially in Oahu, cloth. And fortunately, those previous owners already have a textile manufactory and a shipyard too. So, and I can develop that a little more, which it requires that. So in 3 years, we'll start developing a little bit of Oahu. And all of that devastation will go away as well. And hopefully dominate the trade over Great Britain, who has the most power of the Polynesian Triangle. Right now here in Hrvatska is only 4% compared to the British 34%, so... Revolutionary Spain already has a trade company in the Pacific Charter. Well, so do we. And I'm ready to make some company investments here. If they're willing. especially military administration, because we have this thing of we need more sailors and we need more manpower. But here in Hawaii, well, I can invest in a few things, especially in development and all that. Dobra noc. Okay. So we put this here, the Croatian district in North Polynesia area, Hawaii namely, and a company depot for more trade power and production efficiency. Because I can imagine building a workshop in Oahu as well. As I was saying, okay, anything else? You want more production efficiency? And goods produced, which adds more trade value? If you care about sending a merchant there? You know what, throw everything there. Yeah. Trade steering, land force summit. Actually, I'll have an officer's mess for once, because again, this is not a very valuable area, so I wouldn't do that. Add trade value modifier for the whole region. Rather, you should add an officer's mess to increase the land force limit, because we're having issues with the current land force limit right now. Well, actually, it's up right now, but we can always increase it. No real shame in that. Yeah. Can't add any more of it, so you have to choose wisely. Oh dear. Okay, well, what's the trade node that we have a merchant to that we're making the money the most? Ivory Coast, Malacca. We already have it down in the Malacca, but not in Gujarat. Because I'd like to add more trade value modifier. So that's for, again, the entire same region. Part of the Gujarat trade now. Add a bit more value. But this is the second most valuable. Oh yeah, we also have this for a while. Sepoy recruitment. Well, anyways, they will be waiting here while the Navy will be returning to the nearest port, which will make a stop at Dimak again, rest for a while. Upgrade this. Every little bit of manpower helps. And then after you get a rest and relaxation, concurrently with the expansion over in North America, we should also possibly take these islands as well for ourselves. They're currently allied with an even smaller nation, which we will not have any issues in taking all these islands. What do they have? It's just livestock and fish. Not very much, but I would add it to the company. And plus, need another port, because it's pretty far to go from there all the way to Hawaii. So if you're traveling to Hawaii, you would say, you stop at Dimak, you stop at these islands here before you turn north, and you're in Hawaii. And I would not even dream about expanding up here, because what is there? You only find fur, fish, iron, gold if you're lucky, and gems if you're lucky. Actually, it should be gems who get lucky. But you know what I mean. Bunch of uncolonized land, but going to the other side and make it Croatian is silly. We're only interested of over there because look what the land has. Mostly naval supplies. A bunch of fur, which is pretty valuable. They have a few trade stations there. Tobacco. There's some copper, and there's some fish, there's iron. And if you try to colonize it, it'll likely be fur. And same for this one. Don't you know the fur trade in America is like the Silk Road in America? Trust me when I tell you. So wait a few months. All armies should be drilled. So give me 2 more. There's room. And plus, you're going to be at 100% professionalism. 3 fire, 4 shock, 4 maneuver. Fast mover. You'll do for this one. Drill it. Doesn't this army have a general? Yes, sir. 1 sec. I guess you have to wait a month to register because Army's at 100% professionalism, so it's supposed to give us this bonus. Here it is. General cost reduced and Army drill gain modifier 100% faster. Yeah, that's the land force limit I was talking about. That's the issue. And all costs 21. Don't we have a general in the Cossack army? Yes. You mean this one and you'll drill it also. Want all the armies to be professionally drilled. Even I'll have to switch generals around even for the most undrilled of armies. Where are the Cossacks? Oh, there you are. There's a possibility that we might send you to America as well. While we will try to recover the manpower. As soldiers' households are being built, and that further increases the manpower reserves. So that way we can last a localized world war, a European war basically. Not the whole world, I don't know about the whole world, but certainly for the Navy, if you got enough sailors, which will be another... wait! What?! You're at war with Vijayanagar? Vijayanagar crusade against Bengal. Okay, it's only them. So war of Bengal, Malwa, and Mongkong. Oh my goodness, they're at it again. They've already taken the objective. Crusade, so that means those religious ideas. So now these guys are hardcore Hindus. And they are already called an empire. Chhatrapati Narasimha Reddy. Scary name. If one thinks of it in Indian context. So yeah, you probably want to send the transport fleet out there. Because we already have one in use. I'll distribute that a bit. So I probably want to go get the Cossacks to fight against the natives. That also means Vijayanagar could take territory off of Malwa. And that concerns me greatly. But we have a fortress ready. Ready to deter any aggression. We cannot defend all areas of Croatian India, but we'll do what we can. I'll be sure to upgrade this fortification if I got a lot of money. Because it increases naval force limit and naval maintenance down. Further down you go. Okay, they have returned. Manpower is filled. Any ships will be upgraded for the time being. Doesn't this have a shipyard? Grand shipyard, yes. Already present. Natives in Turkana adopt Acholi culture. To our surprise, many members of the Acholi tribe have chosen to adopt our language and etiquette and have integrated themselves into a Turkana colony. These people are now considered another component of the unique cultural melting pot in Turkana. They're gonna love being Croatian. Pozdrav. Pozdrav. So is that another 100 population, so it'll be done faster. So, okay. Stop drilling. In fact, you're nearly drilled all the way. Think that's good enough. Okay. Make a quick stop in Tunis. Just a little hop-off point. Jumping off point, I should say. So they don't be at sea for long. Okay? Ready? Ready to depart now. Oh, also, you should also save up money to embrace industrialization. Look at the benefits it'll give you. Tax up, especially national manpower modifier up, as these soldiers' households will be finished soon. We get 2,000 each month, so that's basically 2 regiments a month. Okay, off to America with you. Massachusetts, make way. You're gonna be mobilized. Because we may start this very soon. Separatists. Will the French care? Production research flawed. Huh? Ignore them. We'll get that prestige up when we will soon begin fighting against them. We'll also concurrently, as these ships will be integrated in this fleet. How does this work? There you go. Okay. Once they're fully repaired, we will begin the conquest of these islands of Fiji. In fact, yes, Croatian conquest of Fiji. There will be a Croatian Fiji, whether they like it or not. I know they already have farm estates, but what good would that do to me? Would rather get rid of it and replace it with a soldier's household. If they develop that enough. And looks like they have. It could use some improvements. A trial. Oh dear. My oldest son is on trial for corruption and bribery. There is no doubt that the charges are true. The conviction of my oldest son would be a serious personal blow to me. On the other hand, we could of course interfere in the trial and secure his innocence. Listen, you're not going to get any of these anytime soon. I could get these, but that would make me corrupt and lose some good Republican tradition, which I kind of need that. So, withdraw from public life. I'll take the hit. Some of that, few more up, then we can, you know, re-elect this man. He's secretive, you know. You're the man I'm looking for. Could upgrade you. I would upgrade you more, but I can't afford it. Even though I should be really saving money. God dang it, but not to worry. From now on, invest in the institution. Sorry you all had such a long travel. Station in Manhattan. So once everybody's ready, who do we start a war against? Is the real question. The problem is that they're all tributaries to them. But if I want to attack them directly, it'd be take it up against Comanche. And there's Malice set there. And this one's a little bit further over there. So I could say, oh yeah, how about, you know, Iroquois too? Because I'm willing to fight against anybody that I see. So we can expand New Croatia. Who is Standaconda with? Anybody who's a co-belligerent, we'll be fighting against them too. I'm just looking for opportunities to expand. But I want the Iroquois involved too. Apparently these guys aren't. Unless you want to fight two wars at the same time. We can fight multiples. Croatia is strong. So I would fight against Malice too and Iroquois as the co-belligerent, just to get the rest of what's this area? The areas of Hudson Valley, Iroquoisia, Agleganese, whatever the heck that is, even all the way into Ohio. And plus it'll connect. But keep in mind, I doubt that you have the administration power. You're not a hardcore expansionist like the Mughal Empire. So keep that well in mind. This is for the expansion of Croatian Canada and the possibility of the creation of Croatian Canada as well. Who are you with? Fox, Tandaconda, Abenaki, Fox Nation, Iroquois. And who are these guys? Oh, further down over there. Just looking for possibilities to expand, knowing that the Croatians can defeat against all of them. They spread the revolutionary ideas in Drinopoye. now it's spreading in Turnovo. There's no revolution here. And don't forget that we'll also be assisted by the forces of New Croatia. Constance is now revolutionary. So basically, it's going to be the Great American Expansion, even though it's not exactly American culturally, but Croatian America, and as well as the creation of Croatian Canada. Tirnovo, revolutionary. Dev Marshen's gone revolutionary as well. So, again, fight against the Iroquois. This is to connect the New Croatia with eventual Croatian Canada. So, again, to create a colony, you gotta have 10 provinces. So that's something we must do. Ready? But keep in mind, they are at war with each other. So should we wait it out a little longer? Hadramut has become a vassal of Spain. Really? That's totally unexpected of me. Of them. So they got back together. Alright. So let's wait till next year or so. Then we'll babbling buffoon. Good to know what they're up to. Oh, yeah, don't forget that we're paying some of that knowledge sharing. Social reform. Our country is going through an extensive social reorganization. Aristocratic lands are hugely being reduced, and promises have been made to lessen the peasants' burden. A consequence of the liberation of the serfs, who compose a large part of the population, is a hostile reaction of the nobles in our realm. Needed tradition. We are no need of such a reform. What the hell are you up to? Pasai Mongyang Imperialist War against Mongyang. You started this. Allied with Arakan, Kam, Mongmao, and Mongyang is guaranteed by you. So it's a tributary state bringing 16,000 strong. Who else you are at war with? Arakan. 13,000. Khan. 26,000. Mongamao was Mongamao. Mongmao. Oh. Basically, you are at war against these nations, as you can see highlighted here. Pasai Burma. And you got this one. I think you got this, but of course this would endanger our position since we're right next to Arakand. We could commit. We could commit to this one. I could see that. Sure. But I cannot guarantee everything. Come on. We're getting a move on here. Your assignment is to protect Dhaka. And then you're gonna have to wait. And since you're the only forces that you will be in America, and you can take care of everybody that you see there. So you might be deployed to the Bengal region. And it's also extremely concerning that they would be expanding to there. And Pasai's got the strength. We can only provide a minimum contribution. And Arakan has a small navy. Inferior in my book. Spread the revolution? You want to teach the natives the ways of revolution? These Spanish are insane. They are winning this war. Could be over soon. Oh, here's the transport fleet. Present. Move up. Too bad I can't have a separate piece, but if I wanted territories, I would love to have Chittagong. Because there's value in that. Also, coastal center of trade, if I had it my way. And who's up there? But I don't think Pasai's going to give me any land. Quite honestly. The man's a bold fighter, and you're hardly ever drilled. All you fight against were Hawaiians. They could be underestimated. They're at a downfall at this point, so we might take advantage of this soon. But first, see how the Croatian army can perform against of a smaller force of a good general. Textbook. Move on. Although you can't have a separate piece out of this war. Because that'll be up to Pasai. As I would love to talk to Arakan. Can't do that now, can we? Those bastards. We were too late. So now it's going to take a lot longer to get this done. From now on, you will be stationed in Kuri. In case there's another uprising, you can go to it and take care of that. You're going to Dhaka. Because things might get ugly over there. Hang on. I'm looking. Simply for the sake of it. Where is Iroquois? There you are. Just turning on notifications, any messages coming from them, so I'll know when they have a piece. There it is. So that's where these forces went. Good to know. Come on, you're going to Dhaka and you're going to assist the 6th Army. Revolutionary Geneva. What you should all be doing is force marching. Have a look at that soon. You will remain stationed here till further notice. In case of further assistance. Before we will send you all back to Europe. From now on. To Goa. Unassigned merchant. Hey. I know where exactly. Here. Off you go. Just waiting for their conflict to conclude. Might as well. As I said, if I had it my way, I would love to take Chittagong for myself. If we had a separate peace with them, but I don't want a peace out of the war. Spread the revolution in the Iroquois. They're not doing imperialist wars anymore. They want to spread the revolution to everybody that they see. You know, that means they don't want land, so... Well, we're gonna have to move in now. Try to take as much as possible. So away we go with the great American expansion by fighting 2 wars. And Stadakonda area is part of Canada, not the Northeast. So we need those lands too. Abenakis that are also there too. Yeah, you're part of this too. You're in the way as well. The Alcone there, well, they're gonna have to be dealt with soon. Do whatever they can. Start a new war over the first month, have you started a previous one? Okay. Makes sense, so... You know who we're up against. We got so much ground to cover. And New Croatia will go wherever it wants. You're 20,000 strong. You'll do fine. Now we'll begin the siege of that capital there. We're gonna try to beat the Spanish to it. I'm not saying that they're trying to create land. I think they're trying to vassalize them, which could be a big issue for us. Can't go up. That fort's in the way. Get rid of him. Take the capital. Don't forget about them. They fortified this area very well. Breach it. Make our job easier. They could try to occupy all the other areas, but it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna knock Arakan out of the war. They could try to occupy all the other areas, but it's not gonna matter. But if there's one army that can handle it, it'll be you. Get in here. Excellent. See if you could sail around and take them out. They'll be in it for a surprise. What are you doing standing around there for? Come support us. Already the war is over. Dang, that was fast. You didn't take any land. All you wanted to do was all that. So. Okay, there you have it. Right. You're the one that came from Europe. So I suggest you put them back where they once came. There. Yeah, you all better come back home now. Where's the other transport fleet? Oh, you're the one. God blast it. Come here. You two are coming back here. I'll accept these demands for once. Both of you are going home. Back to Europe. To Dubrovnik. What else? This fleet is the one. Meanwhile, now we could turn our attention to North America. Oh yeah, I forgot. We should also be at war with them as well. Because my idea is to be at the most aggressive expansion that Croatia's ever been, but we're doing it for the colony. Some would think we could be overwhelmed, but I don't think so. We have the manpower, we have New Croatia, and all that. But at least we'll be fighting them too. Want to make separate peace deals of everybody. Although they're not included, but I will fight them one day. Sounds like we're madmen, but does it look like we care? Hey, look out. They're right next to you. Now we can take this area, and if we take out knockout, then there'll be New Croatia. We don't need to spend our cores for it. Remain in your position. Overextension. The spread of revolution is getting momentum. Let me see. It's only 20% of Croatia is now revolutionary. Oh, we gotta stop this right here, right now. This ends here. If you get high stability, that reduces the chance of revolution spreading to other places. At least in theory. This cannot stand. Go help them. We'll take this ourselves and then them and work our way up through there. And also, you know what? I guess you should operate independently, since I feel that we're confident enough to, you know, take them all on ourselves. Even with those split forces and the skills of the troops, that will do best. You're gonna be heading back to Denmark. Because we still considered the expansion towards Fiji for the company. Those damned Timurids. Mountain fort. Gotta deal with that. Spanish forces will be dealing with some peasants there. Not right now. Would love to fully assimilate your land and then it'll turn to New Croatia. So I don't need to spend my administrative power for this, so you just wait. Not until we get this last piece. We're just here to get as much land as we dare. Bosna, Sofia, Slavonia. Revolutionaries present. I fear things may get ugly. So you may want to be in Zagreb. And to there. I will do my damnedest to never give in to revolutionary tendencies. Because if it engulfs the mainland, then we have issues. While some of our best troops are sent overseas. While Spain wants to spread a revolution in the lands of North America. And we can't allow that to happen now, can we? So they cede this area to Iroquois. Again, all these native sounding names. Endernon, yeah. We'll say Ursagatog, which is where Spain is present. And some of that to the Fox Nation. Reparations. There's Florida. Currently besieged by Florida, so this is about as far as we will go. There you go. Hawaii is ours. Hey, get up there. What are you doing, you damn fool? Force march. You can't sit around and do nothing. As we stated before, this is about as far as we can go. Okay, they're actually going in after him. In desperation, no doubt. We'll have a look down here while we move up. That's a lot of Floridians. Well, we could still occupy territory that's held by the peasants, but looks like they're gonna beat us to it. Switch places. Be down 27. No, they'll be down 10. That's Spanish West Indies. Beat them to it so we can occupy more territory for ourselves. Why the hell the long way around? Oh, I know why. Help them the siege, damn it. Donja Kraj, Herzegovina. This might be a possible widespread revolution in Croatia that could be coming in the future, and I don't like that one bit. Hey, wait a minute. Africa reminded me. We have one colonist available, but you can at least focus on trying to colonize Shaga. And we're saving the colonists for these 2 empty lands here. Once it's all under Croatian control, if need be. Because we're having a bit of a competition with the Spanish. I don't know if they want land or not. We'll have separate peace deals soon. Each and every one of them. Revolutionaries. Should drill a bit before you prepare for that war for the expansion to make it Croatian Fiji and be part of the company. While we're just expanding the Croatian colonies so they can have a little more manpower. Not to mention all the good trade goods that they'll be having, and then we get some, whatchamacall, tariffs on things like fur or naval supplies or anything like that. Like to have some of those for myself. It's just only a dream that we can all have. Hey, since you have low war enthusiasm, full annexation, and this will be part of New Croatia. I will not accord because we know it's gonna immediately go to them. So that's 1 down. See? Now part of New Croatia. Didn't need to spin anymore, and it's going to be them to court themselves. They have a plantation for tobacco there, and this one has coal. Development's not up there yet. Help it out a bit, and then you have it. Well, what do you know? Not all of New York's under control yet. But once it's up there, I would definitely invest in developing this land. So the core would be available, and then build a furnace for New Croatia. I could see that already. Well, thank you very much. So how much money do I have to spend to embrace it? It's not there yet. It's just I would much prefer if the Spanish were to stop their potential land expansion. The Spanish West Indies could be encroaching further inland. Or if they're here to spread a revolution and turn Iroquois into a revolutionary country, which matters very little to me. Growth of the Carbonia glass industry. Carbonia has always had some local production of forest glass, but with the advances in glass production of late, this province has grown into a promising center of local business. Given the right support, glass could rise to be the main export of the area. Cheers. Yes, Stadaconda, we have to deal with that too. Yeah, I'll be hearing peace notifications a lot, but I want nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, I gotta get down there and deal with them too. I don't think the Spanish has touched them yet. Stop. Move it. Stop. Get down there. Going as far down as Kentucky. Actually go through this land, even though you ought to be careful. Gotta protect our trade. Portugal doesn't like us, but if they try to declare war against us, then there's gonna be issues. Crees become a tributary state. Senagora Tin Visoki. It's now a revolution. It's starting to get out of control in mainland Croatia of the way it has been spreading there. A lowered autonomy means this hurts the economy a bit, as well as the manpower reserves from there. And I thought the stabilization might stem it, but it says cannot be lowered when it's fully present. But it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. Also, that's Carbonia, in case you were wondering. That's in those lands that were bordered with these scary Timurids. Go take their capital. Quebec's fallen. Keep going. No stop. And we still gotta deal with them eventually. Because, you know, I do want this land, but as soon as the revolutionary Spain doesn't occupy any more land, and I'd be willing to fight against them as well. Of course, that means, yes, it's yet another war. But it's been very easy for us as of late. Again, can't send them right now. But it all depends on, well, who grabs it first. And if you want to ensure the creation of Croatian Canada, again, Canada region, so this would be, Spain got there first. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. As long as revolutionary Spain goes away, then we have a chance. Hey, Maliset. You're going too. And these will go to New Croatia as well. Also, you should take the money. What little is left of it. Come on. Large amounts. All that you got. So that way it'll immediately go to New Croatia. Just to make our job easier. New Croatia, now part of it. Colonialism is the new casus belli we have now. And soon we will be occupying territories of their ally. So I need both of their war enthusiasms to be low. Take as much territory as we dare from the Iroquois in this separate conflict, while we await for the Spanish to do them. Who are you war exactly? How many? Iroquois and Fox. Well, they're going to be dealing with Fox soon. And who knows what they're going to do to them. Cannoneer. Just strengthening our colony, and for them to core it. And they now have access to copper. And it's already been... They already have a weapons manufactory built by the previous owners. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, taking all lands, and then declare another war to deal with them, and then declare another war to take this one. How do you like that? It's an impressive effort that we're going to be... I mean, we're not trying to fully annex every single one of them, but just as much as we dare. So it could be any kind of territorial expansion anyhow. As I said, we're mad expanding like the Mughals. And nobody's going to form coalitions against me, based on what we've been doing. Because we haven't made any big expansions since the Great War. Even though we could be dealing with revolutionaries soon. Nobody's bothered them yet. Can't deal with Gutto. Too separated. So that's the dream, just expanding all this to be Croatian so we can... So the next time, should there be another world war, this is to strengthen New Croatia and the creation of Croatian Canada, to have its own military forces and all that. And then maybe we can have a chance for them to defend themselves should they fight on this front while we focus on Europe or Asia or wherever. It also adds more prestige to Croatia as a world power. They're out of here now. Get to position. I may want to start another war soon. Just to go to show that what we can do. Sorry, something in our throat. Tariffs on copper. Aha! The copper production in one of our colonies has come into focus. It seems that it generates quite a lot of money. Perhaps too much without being properly taxed. In the spirit of mercantilism, we should force them to trade their copper through our ports instead. This will greatly benefit our own merchants and add a lot of income to the crown's coffers. For once, tax it. We got him. Time's a ticking. War scores at 100%. But don't implement that right now. You should be force marching. Come on. This way. Rashka. They accepted peace. They've ceded some of the areas to revolutionary Spain. Yeah, I could see that. It's these areas here. They took these areas there as well. So they were taking land after all. But they did not take the areas that are not connected with Spain. So, grab it, quick! There's room here. They didn't take the inland parts. So they expanded a bit, but not too much. So yes, they even took parts on the Fox Nation. So what's taking you damn so long? Break it. There is a problem most strive for Croatia, and I suspect the cause are Croatians, said the Spanish. Don't even start, because if you start a war, you're starting a world war, you know that? Millions will die if you start this, and I am not in the mood for that. Don't test me. Scary thought to say that. Millions will die because of you. Go help them. Actually, you can go over there, siege that, and then you go. And I will start another war against Algonquin. Fortunately, we're already at war with these guys. But I doubt they're even gonna matter. This last bit of territory, and then we'll get as much land out of it as we can and give it a new Croatia. Automatically, of course. Get to position. country's... This little tribe has gone Revolutionary Republic. The Fox Nation will be with them, so... And who's this? This little country next to you. You're probably going to be dealt with too. Though there's a lake that separates between you and them. But we're still gaining more manpower than we've lost. So it's a thing of beauty here. Committee of Public Safety. So that means they don't have a regency, right? They do have a regency, just... But it's a republic, but... Huh? What's going on over there? And I'll tell you what else is going on. Revolution is spreading in Croatia, but it looks like it's stopped for now. Didn't spread to all of the mainland, but certainly parts of it. Including one revolutionary tribe and now republic. Which will deal with that too, so... Basically, we're just taking as much land as we dare, and nobody can, you know, stop us. Basically. So we can create Croatian Canada, expansion of New Croatia. So we'll be fighting against whomever, basically. Let's continue. They'll be in position. Once you're done with that, be in position for this one. So we can start 2, possibly 3 different wars, in which we'll be fighting against whomever. At this point, we could take on anyone. But we're only doing this is for colonial expansion, more than anything else. Whether they like it or not. Once this area falls, go to there. We will not crush the revolution, we will expand. In the meantime, move on. Fighting against Kado. Kado, Comanche, Susquehanna, Wichita, Judge. Trying to spread a revolution, which doesn't mean crud. They're trying to take more land for themselves. So we can't get these guys too separated. So get back to New Croatian territory. Right. You're next. As you were. That's just to prepare for the Fiji conflict. In a few moments. One's in New America now. New Croatia, excuse me. Go help him. So you could take it down faster. Getting closer to this, so that way we can choose, you know, loyal subjects, so we can lower the liberty desire, so they don't get at us. And as well as liberty desire from subjects development also have to be reduced. So this preferably. Since we are fully a colonial power now. Okay, they're both in, so let's begin negotiations. Where do we start? Well, you first, and obviously these will be the priority. Again, we won't be able to get everything, but we'll do much as we can. Go help them. Don't pile on it. Don't forget these two right here. Allied to the Fox Nation, we'll deal with you two too. You heard what I just said? When the fort falls, split up. And then these forces will be heading this way. And of course we'll deal with them too. It takes another to start on one more. We won't be able to get you guys, which in fact, I'll give you a separate piece right now. You'll be pillaged by Croatia. Although I would much prefer to be pillaged by New Croatia because they needed development. They deserved it. I don't want any more development unless it's absolutely necessary. No. They needed more, even though... Should they really? Sometimes I wish their capital was in Manhattan. But who am I to tell them? New Croatia could use some strength. So go ahead. As per orders. It's for a little bit of New Croatia, but also for the creation of Croatian Canada if we can get a few more provinces. But wait one. You guys are still out there? Start this war. Deal with them quickly, and then we'll be dealing with them very soon. That's so. We'll get you too. You hear me? We'll get you too. As long as it connects. That's all that matters. Wait 16 days. Even though we may not have 16 days. Gotta scare them into running. 4, 3, 2, 1. There. So you got 2 free diplomats. So we can make 2 separate peace deals with these countries here. Can't take any more territory. Obviously. coalition of mainly natives against us, but I ain't scared. So once we're done with all that, then we could put our main focus through there. And then they'd continue on this way. That's Comanche and the others. Kispoka. It's further away from here. So we really need to expand towards Cree. But the problem is, that region up there... No, it's still Canada. Oh, Canada. It's Hudson Bay, so that's technically part of North American subcontinent. And don't forget to start that war against them too, for further expansion. Right. Let's get a separate peace deal from Iroquois. Right here, right now. One day later. New Croatia, but this is Croatia. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might be a few short. No Spain. As I said before, I ain't scared. New Croatia's got high liberty desire. Croatia, Canada, Croatian, Quebec. 49 days. Yeah. Fish peace deal from them. And we can send colonists to there now. But we will await for the one who's in Shaga right now. Which the progress over here is almost finished. It's 2 more years, approximately, unless events occurred. You come here quickly. Because you're the closest to here. Hey, I know, but if I were to ask you for a minute, because I know you have issues with us because my mercantilism, the development, the tariffs, so I'll lower them for you. I'll decrease it for you. Just a tad bit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take their capital. Get back over here quickly. They've been bankrupt, is the Iroquois. I could start another war right now. This is what this is for. It's for these two. Another nation gone. So let's count again for Croatia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But don't But don't stand in Iroquois land, you'll be exiled. And now we will put full focus towards this conflict. Just get in here fast. Azov and Branichevo, now revolutionary ideas have been spread there. Okay. Now we know when that occurred. These guys again. Still at war with us. So, as much as we'd like to expand on the way, but don't forget that piece too. And I don't want to core it because it's going to be turned into a colony very soon. Give me a few. Croatian West India Company coinage. Local merchants in Surat have complained to the Croatian West India Company about the lack of coinage stifling the flow of trade. The company has been given permission by the Great Prince to issue its own currency, allowing the foundation of mints in provinces under its control. Minting, of course, requires a supply of appropriate metal. Gold, silver, and bronze are not always readily available to the company. An alternative source of coinage would be to accumulate coins from Malwa and countermark them with the company's stamp. This would likely anger the Sultana of Malwa, who would see this as a defacement of her image. Well, Malwa's our friend. Despite what's going on over there, which they've expanded into Western India now. Took Bengal. And more. Mint new coins in Surat. Gujarat is a valuable trade node to us. Keep that well in mind. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Wait for the next diplomat to arrive. Here it is. Well, same continent subjects. Or liberties are subjects development. I mean, we've been giving him a lot of land, so that won't develop. So I actually go for this way. From subjects development versus in same continent subjects. That would be in Europe, so this one first. That helps now. 2-1. Again, they're bankrupt and they can't do a damn thing about it. So that's why you're next. And this will be a quick war. And 2 more diplomats will be coming back here. Now these lands are mine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, the overextension is dangerously high. I suspect that there's going to be separatists from there, but none in Europe, nor in India, or Hawaii even. You can embrace this now whenever you wish to, but I like to save up a little money. They remain. I really need to spend all that? Because there's no way we can get them all. Can we just wait till later? Trade policy success. Our national trade policy is proving unusually successful at the moment. This is giving our merchants a real boost. I'm sure this is good news, and it is. More efficiency and range. Now we gotta deal with the fox. Zadar Kotor Bielovar, now revolutionary. Petition for privileges. Not all Cossacks are awarded the same privileges by the state. Traditionally, rights are awarded to specific Cossacks that are willing to perform great services to the state in times of war. As these rights are not transferable upon death, this means that the influence of the Cossacks can vary greatly over time. According to the Cossacks, it is high time we grant them further privileges to bolster our numbers. We need more registered Cossacks. That's what we need. Yeah, we'll capture the forts and then all the way into Michigami. After we take all of this, then Fox is out, and then we'll also take out Arendaranan. So therefore, Croatian Canada, the separate colony, will eventually be formed. It's a matter of when than anything else, and I'm not terribly worried about what goes on down there. Let's work together. Chital's out. Take it bit by bit. They're not spreading revolution, they're pillaging. Yeah, but the problem is, it's a bit isolated. Will eventually be part of Croatian Canada nonetheless, when our colony is formed. And yes, I know it hurts, but I'm just being hopeful that a colony will form by itself, and then we'll get it. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm trying to be hopeful here. Even if we deal with possible rebellions. This way. Local traders demand aid. Merchants and captains of trade vessels in send a representative to the government, describing their home as increasingly lawless land, where piracy runs rampant and ships and ports are routinely being raided by privateers. They argue that the government has neglected them and request funding to build defenses against the growing threats. If this request is not granted, many feel like they've already lost too much and will take their business elsewhere. Send them wherever they need. Good. Well. accommodation with natives in Shaga. Though there have been troubles in our relations with the native people of Shaga, we've managed to find an agreement with the ruling class of their tribe, and this should lead to a massive reduction in violence and conflict between our two people. We have broken bread with their leaders and jointly agreed to cease our conflict and move forward as friends and allies. Peace! Here we go. Progress. Come on, faster. Take the capital together. And then Fox will be gone, and then we'll begin negotiations with everybody. I know they're running rampant, but you should go... You should go defend your homeland. Here. If we call it that. We're just here to take the fort down fast and grab everything that we see. Shigami. Come on, get out of here. It'll connect. It'll connect. Gotta be optimistic here. That we know. Apparently it's not created yet, but we still got work to do. One day later, and now these guys. You're gone too. Screw it. Do with what you can. We can't get them all, but at least start working on it. I don't know why we haven't formed a colony yet. It should be, because there's all that empty space in here. Unless the French dominated that, then what the hell are we doing here for? One would think. Stop them. Okay. Do what you will. Separatist sentiment. With our reputation, our neighbors think that we are spawned of the devil and plotting our downfall. Separatist conspirators are spreading lies and igniting rebel sentiment in Patani. Oh dear, Patani. That's in India. Oh my goodness, revolutionary Spain just declared war against Britain to spread a revolution there. These guys are mad. They've gone too far. But we'll be wrapping up on this colonial expansion of Croatian Canada, as we will attempt to form, colonies. Spread out. Stop killing us with the attrition. We know there's a big army out there. And wherever you must fight, we'll get him. Or we finally decide to core him. Okay, finally. Colonist is back. Send. We're not expelling any minorities. Whom would I send to Canada? So... you know, of all the minorities, who's the smallest of the accepted cultures? Slovenes. But if I were to tell them to expel, what does that happen to, if knowing what we know now... make them of our culture and religion. This minority is accepted because we own provinces. It's a silly idea, but I think it would be just proper if it's just Croatian. Just send 2 colonists. Right now. And they'll be there in a year's time. As things will finally be settled down here. Get down there. They've expelled a monarchy and now they're a full-on revolutionary republic. Get a new general. High maneuverability. Hell. Oh my God, what have I done? It'll take years to core everything. I've made a critical mistake. And yet you're doing it for some mad colonial expansion that you'll finally wrap things up here. Get the hell out of there. There's gonna be revolutionary, not revolutionaries, but separatists like nobody's business. If you see any of them that's very high around here, like especially here, you might want to give them harsh treatment. That, for example. That I can understand, but anywhere else, my goodness. I've made a mistake. Do we have a transport fleet back there, back home? Yeah. We could send them to wherever that situation calls for. Everything's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. And I guess the idea of a Croatian Canada is an unrealistic one. But we'll finally wrap up this territorial gains. There. Please, no more. That's all I gotta say about it. And with that, it's mercifully over. Can help Great Britain if we want to, but can't really root out the corruption. But we'll try to get rid of it, because that's the highest I've ever seen. And I don't like that one bit. And you know it's going to take a very long time until these areas are cored. If it was a colony right now, this wouldn't be a problem. But now it is a problem. Parents decided to discuss Croatia's endless wars of conquest. Some trade notes decided to expel our merchants. Eek. It is Canada. But at what cost? Be prepared. Anything could happen at this point. And we can't do a damn thing about it. And some of our best armies are away. Malaccan separatists. 51,000. Stop drilling right now. You want to do that for the next 3 years as a challenge? Not everybody could be there. So this is first. So be prepared to transport them, as we will take them out one by one. I'm ready for that challenge. Now we get as much money as we used to. Tunisian separatists. Kauaian separatists. Kauaian. 22,000. Okay. You two, get down here. It's getting worse out here. Not what I envisioned. Oh, here they are. 51,000. Well, we have a place of deployment. Get in there. Quickly. You'll be stationed in Singapore, then we'll go pick up another army of Alsorans, and then we'll help it out. Well, we got a big one in Tunisia. Head to there. Present. Also present. Stick together, and we'll come out on top. Huh. I'll take the prestige hit. Now head straight for him. You have the skills to take them all on. We know you can do it. Well, you must hold here. They're on their way. Please be patient. Considering the long-term consequence. So, as if this country needs more national unrest. Now, once you're done with that, you're gonna go over to Kauai. Basically, Hawaii will be in revolt. How the hell could this be possible? I didn't know they have it that high. Singapore, and then we'll go deal with them. Be ready for another pickup, because there's going to be trouble in Crimea. It's not gonna, you know, Abenaki, that's mostly in America. Doesn't hurt much. Just want to be sure you're going to be ready for this sort of thing. Next stop, Crimea. Oh, hell. And Oahu. Plenty of them over there. They'll have full control of Hawaii very soon. It's election time. Actually, let's have a different candidate. Just a military candidate so we can get more military power. So we can, you know, give them harsh treatment every damn time. Keep that Republican tradition high. And hopefully be the one that's, you know, hopefully not a cruel ruler. Alright, let's go together. Looks like they're under-equipped based on what they have. Trapezuddin? Where? Talking about here? Oh, they're not where we have the manpower to basically put down any kind of revolt. If you got the skills to take them on, which you do. The opposite of the last rule. As always, for some odd reason, well, I'm not collecting much from trade because of what's going on right now. Which we'll get that fixed in 2 years. Abenaki. So mostly up there. Which you can deal with them one by one. Anyone else? Circassia, Maratha. That means Goa. But at least we have a fortress there, so that'll hold them off for a little while. But I don't know why, but I think we should probably let Hawaii go. I think Croatia and India is a little more important right now. Come down to the coast. You too. In case you need more to deal with. Because we need to liberate this first. In fact, what you should do is to come over there and then, you know, deal with them too. I think we should probably let Hawaii go. Because we can't deal with them until much later. Kaffa. This shouldn't do much. You may want to get to India. Come back. Adopt Croatian culture. These plans working. Come here. Mostly natives, I see. So, you station here, then you'll go all the way over there. Just be calling them bit by bit. As we're losing money by quite a lot. Hey, Mamluks, you got manpower? Damn. Where'd you get all that? Where do you get off? We'll end the episode soon, and we'll continue to wrap up on this, pretty crazy revolt situation, so we'll stop in July and see what will spring up. The one thing I do not want to see rise up is the Croatia particularists. Because they're growing intensely by the day. This is the last one. Because rebellion will be everywhere. It's a huge mistake we made. We should have been careful on where to expand. But we did because we don't want the Spanish to get where they wanted. Circassia, no. These guys are next. Maratha too. That one's definitely gonna take their time. But if I were you, you should be stationed in this sea zone. Just to have a quick stop and we'll deal with them soon. Take your time. Whom else rebelled? Besides Maratha, obviously Hawaii. Because I forget what's another. Of all the areas that we hold. It's the Maratha, it's the... Oh, Circassians. Of course. Yeah, we got a lot of manpower for this. We can handle any kind of uprising. Here comes another. They got generals. Just waiting for you to refill your manpower reserves and then you'll go deal with them. And the Hawaiians will have to let that go. It's not worth sending them there. But I'm definitely worried about Croatian particularists that'll be popped up everywhere. All natives. God dang, these guys are giving us a hard time. Not helping. Yeah. More of them. Oh boy. Gotta go down Africa soon. Magistrates resign. Magistrates are very snooze of our country. Unfortunately, all ours are resigning. Kind of protests but never-ending wars. I could do whatever they did myself. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end this episode right here, right now. There's more uprisings to deal with, and the next 2 years will be hell for us. So I hope in the next episode, let there be more optimism. But until then, so long for now.